Hello Booktube. I've got a really fun tag for you today. I'm going to be doing the if I owned a bookstore tag. This was created by the iconic Robert G. Reader of books, and I'm going to do it because I love these creative tags like this. Oh, I'm so excited. I could not sleep because I was literally thinking of this tag and what my bookstore was going to be. I wanted it to be very chaotic, very stressful, and just wild and fun. So anyway, I'm getting too ahead of myself. Let's get started. Question one: what are the hours of operation? And for me, I'm sick and tired of the 9 to 5 or whatever, like the normal business hours. I'm making this 24 hours, 7 days a week. We want to maximize um, like availability for everyone because why not? It's going to be really fun. We got a 24-hour bookstore, 7 days a week. Seven. Sorry, two. Two. Is there ambient music? What kind? And this is where it gets a bit wild. So I thought during the day, um, like morning hours and to the evening. So from morning till evening, we're gonna play some relaxing stuff. We're gonna do a bit of a throwback. We're gonna play I've been loving the Andrew sisters, so we're gonna play just pretty much the Andrew sisters. We're gonna play the Maguire sisters too for fun. We're gonna play some Tony Bennett too. We're gonna play some Sinatra. We're gonna keep it cool. We may throw in some Kitty Wells at some point. We may throw in um I don't know, whoever, like from that time period, vocal, the traditional pop stuff. But suspiciously, in the evening, we're gonna have some fun. It's gonna get a bit wild, and we're gonna play some like throwback rock. We're gonna play some Chuck Berry and Little Richard, just only those two artists, and it's gonna be chaotic because you can't not dance to Promised Land or anything like that, and so it's gonna get a bit chaotic in the evening. Some bit fun, some. It's gonna be very fun though. Like I'm gonna be singing the entire day because I love all of these musicians. Then all of a sudden, once it hits like 11 at night, it's gonna turn into the Denny's Grand Slam. It's gonna be local bands come in and they're gonna play metal and it's gonna be insane. Just look up the iconic Denny's Grand Slam, and that's what I want the bookstore to be from 11 all the way until like I don't know 8:30. So gonna be a bit chaotic, and that's gonna be the music. And in terms of volume, I want it to be for the morning, like the traditional pop era of the store. I want it to be loud, no quiet, but just loud enough to annoy you. Like a bit too distracting, but not enough to complain. Because I want everybody to hear "Don't Sit Under the Apple Tree" on loop, and I need that in my life. So until we hit the Denny's Grand Slam era time of the store, and that's going to be loud. It's going to be intense, and it's going to be fun looking for books during that time for those long hours. But yeah, so that's going to be the music we're going to play. Free. Is there a coffee bar? Do you serve alcohol? And we're gonna have both because we want to bring in as much people as possible. We're gonna have bartending. We're gonna have coffee shop, and yeah, we're gonna serve everything. Four. Are the patrons encouraged to linger? Are there comfortable chairs? What kind of lighting? Are there tables? What are the areas? Are there areas for group gatherings? And so pretty much I thought of this very hard. So in terms of, do we encourage patrons to linger? Yes, but we won't provide anything like any. So in terms of chairs, there's going to be one single chair, and it's going to be not directly in the store door, but kind of like awkwardly to the side, so people still who come in have to like walk around you, and it's going to be one single chair, and it's going to be a plastic chair too. It's going to be the chair of shame, and we're going to have that one chair. In terms of lighting, I want strong LED lights, but I also want disco balls too. So it's going to be looking for books, and there's going to be little disco balls and like little all the light reflecting off. It's going to be very pretty and very blinding, and I want LED color lights too, like the strip lights where they change colors. I want it to be very annoying, like which gonna make it intense. Um, So it's lighting. There's going to be no tables. In terms of group gatherings, because you thought I'm gonna have that Denny's Grand Slam, at night. We're not gonna have a space for that. It's just gonna be in the aisles. It's gonna be intense, and I can't wait for that. Um, but there's no group gatherings. You have to gather in the aisles and block everyone else because we love that. And so yeah, that's that question. Five. Is there live entertainment, poetry reading, authors reading from their current works, lectures? And yes, we're going to have all of that going at once. In every, there's going to be a poetry reading in one corner, and on the other side, there's going to be a lecturer. And then there's going to be, oh my god, what's the other one? Whatever the author one is on another corner. And they have to talk above the Andrew Sisters music too. And that's going to be really fun because, again, we want to provide everything for everyone. So it's going to be maximalism. We love that. And yeah, so we're going to provide everything we can, wedge it into one store. Six, where's your bookstore located? In the busy heart of a large city, in a neighborhood of a large city, in a suburban strip mall, in a small town, or in a rural area? I would personally like this to be in a shopping center, so inside a mall, like just, wedge it in, make it stand out compared to everything else. But I get how that may not be realistic, so I'm just gonna say it's gonna be its own store pretty much, and it'll just be in town or whatever, like in a city. Make it approachable, make it easy to get to, hopefully. But maybe it'll be a rural area. If I can expand this multi-billion-dollar idea of a bookstore out, maybe we'll stretch it out. But for right now, I'm just gonna say in a city pretty much. Seven. How does your bookstore look from the outside? Sleek and modern, dark and brooding. So I'm gonna say we're gonna have two windows, and outlining those windows are gonna be LED hot pink lights to get your attention, and then it's gonna be in the outside layer is gonna be green. Oh, sorry, pink. Sorry. Then on there's gonna be a second layer on the inside. It's gonna be neon green, and then we're gonna have like a general display shelf of books, and that's gonna grab people's attention. We may put like a fog machine on the inside so you see like fog coming out and annoying everyone, and like streamers coming down the door. Which will be hard for me because I'm very tall and I always get into them. But anyway, it's going to be obnoxious and I can't wait. It's going to be so fun. So it's going to be like you just walked into a neon nightclub pretty much. 8. What is your speciality? Used books, new and used, only fiction, only non-fiction, fiction and non-fiction? Does your bookstore specialize in a particular genre? And for me, we're going to do both. We're doing everything. You can donate books. We're going to get the new Book Talk books in so more people can come, of course. So maybe like one half will be of the store will be second hand, and maybe one will be new release or whatever. But I can't be bothered, so we're just going to mesh them in together. There's going to be no genres. There's Dewey Decimal System. Who's that? We're not using that. It's wherever you put it down, that's where it goes. And so it's going to be chaotic. But because we have so many books and different types, and people are going to be like, oh, go to that bookstore because they have everything. Little did they know what they were stepping into, and good luck finding it pretty much. But it's going to be like not even bookshelves at this point. It's going to be like just stacks of books, and that's going to be the shelf. There's no shelves. You just have to, God help you if you find a book you want on the lower stack, 'cause it's going to be stacked by 80 books or whatever. You can do that. And so that's going to be, we're going to specialize in everything. You can donate, get Book Talk books, get that Emily Henry, get that Ali in there, get the Colleen Hoover, because we can obviously sell her. And yeah. 9. What is the name of your bookstore? And I couldn't really think of a good name. I know, I created such an iconic bookstore, but I don't know a name. So I just named it Books. But you gotta say it confusingly, like books. And it'll throw people off too, because when you're like, I've been to this great bookstore, and the other person will be like, what's it called? And they'll be like, Books? Perfect. It's so unique, and I love it so much. And that's gonna be the name of my bookstore. And that's the main questions. 10, tag some friends. I'm tagging Josh Crebo because I would love to see how creative he comes up with a bookstore, because I think he'd have some really iconic and great ideas. But yeah, that was the If I Own a Bookstore tag. This was so fun. And thank you, Robert, for creating this. I had a blast doing this. And yeah, thank you so much for watching BookTube, and I will see you next time.